Hi, this is Henry Zebrowski.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Ed Larson here from Last Podcast on the Left, and you're listening to the Viktor Wilt Show. I'm sorry.
So, damn guys, again, thanks for taking a few to chat with me. Let me know if I'm like too loud or anything, need to monkey with anything, but yeah.
The only thing I want you to monkey with is my nude body.
Yes, there we go.
Well, that would... I mean, we're going to be in Salt Lake here in a few weeks, and what better place to monkey with each other's bodies than Salt Lake City?
Oh, that's the best part, is that it
Peel me, baby.
It gets all rocked up.
I'll be your banana, Victor.
Yeah, when I go in and out of that lake, I look like a rock candy gigolo.
Does everyone float in that lake? Can you fart in the Salt Lake?
You know,
I heard if you fart, it's an enema. Is that true?
It would probably clear you out. I mean, you can smell it, from quite a ways away. I've never been in it myself.
Do people go in it?
I would imagine people do, just because we got little lakes around here that, if you go in them, you're going to get parasites. They've got all the signs, shower off when you get out. So I would assume if there's water, people will go in it. Whether it's a good idea or not.
Last time I was in town, I took my ladle, and I could say it definitely needs some pepper. Hi, my name is Henry Zebrowski, and I'd like for you to come out and see Last Podcast on the Left Live, JK Ultra.
Yes, please. I'm Ed Larson, and please come out to the show before you all turn to dust. I heard that the Salt Lake is evaporating, and it's letting toxic air into the air, and everyone there is going to die.
Is this helping pitch the show?
Well, I mean, you're going to die soon, so you might as well come out and have a good time.
Good pitch.
I mean, it's early in the summer, so the evaporation's probably not too bad right now. Mainly, toxic inversion, but I think the dust clouds, probably more of an August thing.
Great. We'll be there in July, so we're fine.
I thought toxic inversion was what the Mormons did to their gay kids. Let's just, come on, guys. Guys, come on and see the show. It's fun here. We're having fun.
Are you the gay child of a Mormon bastard? Come on out to our show.
There's the plug. All right. Perfect.
Boom, done. Or see Predator Killer of Killers.
Oh, yes. Starring Chris Hansen.
Oh, man. Well, now, have you guys done shows in Salt Lake before? Because this is the first one I recall seeing pop up, other than maybe like a side story show or something.
We've been there many times. So probably before, I think
it's my first time, personally.
It's Ed's first Last Podcast on the Left show with us in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is a place that Last Podcast has played multiple times. It has one of the largest groups of our audience in the country is in Salt Lake City and in the Utah area. I love our crew in Salt Lake City because every time we come out, it's every goth within like the 45-minute area of the venue.
It's the only town where goths wear white.
Yes, they have to stand out. But too, is that I also love about SLC is that the alt scene is so much more intense. Every single time you go to a place that has such an overarching kind of religious base, the alt scene then is like, I see everybody's nipples, everybody's drinking blood, and that's what I like to see, and that's what I want. And those are the type of people that come out to see our show, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's my favorite place to go see any kind of show, and definitely the place I've been hurt most at shows.
Oh,
hell yeah.
All the different crowds are just crazy, man.
Crazy.
Do we have to bring our own beer so we can get drunk?
Well, if you want, I'm coming down from Idaho, so I can bring you some real beer.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you.
It is wild in that way, but that's why you just got to switch to liquor, Eddie.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's it. You just got to drink a lot more liquor, pure brown liquor. That's what I did the last time. I went to a cocktail bar, and I went and I got real drunk there. You can still do it.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Good.
Don't worry.
They did a year or two ago. They upped the law, so now you can get 5% beer at the bar.
Hey.
So, yeah.
I don't approve of that. I think that it's good for you guys to have something to push against. And think of all of the extra carbs you're going to lose.
That's true. Yeah, anytime we'd head down to a show from here, we were like Santa bringing the Idaho beer. So,
Oh yeah, dog. Oh yeah,
not
dog.
as exciting anymore.
But what I like about Salt Lake City is that our show, I'm going to say, has some religious satire themes.
Yes.
On the whole, and I think that when people are in Salt Lake City, they're going to really enjoy how it might be deviant.
Well, we're not coming for the Mormons.
I am coming for the Mormons.
We do that on our normal show.
But I mean in terms of I want to convert Mormons
to Satanism?
Yes. I want to convert Mormons to Satanism that night. I want them to come out. They're going to see the ladies we got in here. They're going to see the men that we got in here.
Yeah.
Right? Because, again, they're going to get through their toxic conversion programs. They're going to come all out with a wife and 3 kids that they're going to hate. And it's better for them to come to the show instead of setting that house on fire while they're all asleep.
Yeah, man. That's great. And there's one thing that Satan and God can agree on, and that's great tits. You know, and I think that that's the only thing. They're hand in hand on.
They definitely, one made one tit, the other made the other.
Well, being their neighbor to the north, we've definitely got plenty of Mormons up here, so I'm hoping we can bring some more down for you to convert.
Thank you.
We're doing some ticket giveaways with listeners. I've been trying to explain to them if they're not familiar what the show is. I think the diehards are the ones trying real hard to win the tickets, but I mean, we're in Daybell countries where I'm at.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, Chad
Are you going to be
Daybell's
one of the
house.
people that shoots them?
No, yeah, I'd kind of leave that up to more
Yeah, because they said they're gonna pull in some random Idahoans.
Yeah.
For the firing squad. It's actually gonna be fun. It's another lottery. Are you doing that giveaway as well, or?
I'm working on it. You got the proposal in with the state, and you got to wait and hear back, and they got to build the facility.
I heard it's going to be a little untraditional. They're actually going to launch him in the air like he's a skeet plate.
Yeah, they're gonna nail him one by one. I have a question for you, sir, for being in the Idaho area. Is Lori Vallow that hot in Idaho?
People don't think Lori Vallow's hot anywhere, do they? I mean,
Henry does.
No,
apparently.
I'm saying
he's very attractive.
She has a power over people. She has a power over people, and people do tend to. She's used to men falling in line. Like Chad Daybell, when he met Lori Vallow, he was like, humana, 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 humana. Like he had never seen a woman with a even close to a dent in her middle, right? And so this is the first time he had ever seen a woman with a figure. Is it that bad in Idaho?
No, but I mean, Rexburg is a little bit different than the rest of East Idaho, and they have to dress a little bit differently there. Have you guys ever been to Rexburg?
I've never been to Idaho or Utah.
I go every 6 months.
Well, at Rexburg, it's a wonderful place, very, very Truman Show-esque. Kind of feels like you roll into a Stephen King movie or something. But
actually, my wife and I have a plan to go to Rexburg. We're going to do a little bit of the Crimes of Mormanity road trip as a part of our vacation.
There's a lot of them around here.
Yeah.
In the last few years, you got Hildebrandt down south in Utah.
Do you know that Rexburg had a series of other like apocalyptic doomsday crimes?
Oh, really?
I did not know that there was it was a pair of twins.
How'd you keep this a secret?
This all came out after the fact. We had already done like 9 hours of Vallow coverage at that point, so I didn't want to stretch it out longer. So we did a series on Lori Vallow and Charles Daybell and Chad Daybell. If anybody's interested, that is like, to be honest, I think it's real thick, real thick.
4 episodes.
Oh yeah, and so there was a story in Rexburg in the 90s of psychic, quote unquote, psychic Mormon twins.
Hell yeah.
That there was a little baby cult, and that a bunch of people killed each other. Same thing.
Nice.
Is that weird?
Yeah, that's
What's
great.
in the water?
Did the babies live?
No.
Like I said, Rexburg's just weird, man. And yeah, Chad Daybell's house, it's probably 20 minutes from my house, just out in the country. And at the time all that was going down, working in radio, the sister company in our building is East Idaho News, who I've heard you guys
love East Idaho News. Love that guy. He's great. Nate Eaton.
Oh yeah, maniac, man. Fly to Hawaii. Where are the kids?
He's insane. And he's like, but I am concerned about his donut intake. That man loves his donuts. It's going to kill him. It's the secret Mormon thing. It's like the secret that they don't understand. It's like, yeah, you can't have the alcohol, but the donuts can still get you.
Man, I don't even want to hear the word donut. I haven't had one in so long. I want them so bad. It's just, they're the most delicious things in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, cookies, the big fancy crumble cookies, and then soda shops, man. Soda shops everywhere.
Are there like different types of soda in Utah?
They just flavor them up. They're just drive-through soda shops everywhere. And, if you want to get edgy, add a little caffeine in there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey,
I know.
now. Listen.
They're nuts, man.
Hey, I don't need to get you all juiced up. You're about to get 5% alcohol. This whole state's going to fucking burn to the ground.
I know. Everything's falling apart around here. So
you better as well check out Last Podcast on the Left live. JK Ultra. This time it's outside. And we are going to be in the elements. It's going to be real fucking hot, man.
That's right. July 12th, the Sandy Amphitheater. It's going to be fun. How is the Sandy Amphitheater? You see like Journey there and shit?
I saw a country show there one time. Cody Jinks, I don't know if you're familiar with him, rolled down because I work for like all the radio stations in our building. So, somebody was like, you want to come down to the show? Sure. But it's a really nice venue. It's, a smaller amphitheater. So no matter where you're at, you feel like, you're part of the show.
Okay.
It could be hot for sure, but
no, it's going to be hot as balls. We know. We all know.
Yeah.
We know it's going to be hot.
It's a sweet venue, man. And, for people who've never been to a live Last Podcast on the Left show, like, what can they expect compared to just listening to the show available on demand?
We give you free money.
Yeah, and full frontal nudity.
Yeah. So that's the big deal. That's what's so hard to get across on the podcast is how much we're going to give you money and how nude we are.
Yeah, well, actually, it's not full frontal. I cover my face.
Yeah, you don't want to see his face.
Yeah. I put on a burqa, and the rest of me's nothing.
It's traditional. It's actually very traditional. It's a comedy show, and this one's going to be a little bit different than when we've done before. We're doing a theme. It's like one topic theme that we joke upon. Things are vaguely different every show. So we always kind of mix stuff up and do things as we go, but we write a show, and this is like our 9th tour. So this is our 9th show. I want to say, and I'm not even exaggerating, I do believe it is our best. It is very focused and very offensive. And I'm really very excited for that. Yes. It cannot be stated enough.
Yeah, so please come with an open mind, and you'll enjoy it.
Gaping butthole.
Yes.
Well, if you're going to Utah, you have to have that prepared as well.
Yeah. Hey, it's Utah. Just let it in.
Absolutely.
That's what I say. Let it slide in.
Yeah. Utah, me Ed.
So, as someone who's been a fan of the podcast for, many years, my girlfriend was actually the one who turned me on to that. I don't know how I missed out on it for so long.
Nice. Got a girlfriend.
I do, and she actually likes good shit.
Cool.
But when she told me about the show, the name immediately got my attention, being a horror fan. It was kind of funny when I posted about the ticket giveaways. Out of nowhere, some guy just starts chiming in and ranting about Trump, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And people are so nutty here right now. It was just the word left.
Oh, buddy.
In the name of the
God.
show.
Buddy, I get it all the time.
I only turn right. Whenever I'm driving, I make all right turns. I wait for hours. I only turn right.
You have an idea also, like, it's that side of it, and it's the other side of people coming to see the show and afterwards, and they're like, I don't really understand what that has to do with praxis and the elements of giving the public back control works of the economy. And you're like, this isn't about, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, there is some confusion, but it's a movie. It's Last House on the Left. And then if you don't understand that, I think that you're stupid.
Wow.
Yep. I think
wow.
you're stupid.
Wow.
If you haven't seen the OG Last Podcast on the Left, or Last House on the Left, you can't really be a horror fan.
It's pretty gross.
It's unwatchable, I think.
I've only seen it, I think, twice.
Yes.
It's one of those ones you turn on, and then you're like, I don't know if I want to get to that part.
As a younger man, I liked everything to be as extreme as I could get it. And as I'm getting older, I am softening on the material. So now with Last House on the Left, it's like I've already seen it. Mm-hmm. I've already been shocked by it. Now it's kind of
What's the most grisly horror movie you've seen recently? I mean, there were some scenes in Bring Her Back that I was like, oh, yeah.
I gotta say, Bring Her Back. Yeah, it's probably the most intense movie I've seen. And Talk to Me, both of the movies by the Filippo brothers, really fucked with me.
You know what really fucked with me recently? The Ugly Stepsister on Shudder is truly messed up.
Okay.
It is the Cinderella story from the perspective of one of the ugly stepsisters, and it is about Cinderella it's just the thing. She's just born perfect.
Yeah.
And this ugly stepsister has to do all of these sort of corrective things to try to make herself more attractive. It's extreme body horror. It's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was pretty disturbing.
Yeah, my girlfriend brought that one up recently. Thankfully, she's into the good stuff. You know, she's the one who got me this Hereditary shirt.
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. I just rented that. I can't wait to watch the commentary.
Also, I also volunteer at the abortion clinic every week, so that's mostly one of the things I've been doing.
As a watcher.
No, participator. I'm on the hose. And some of the stuff I've seen in there has really been pretty, some of it's funny. You'd actually be surprised, but a lot of it's pretty gross.
Well, and great interview with the directors of Bring Her Back. I mean, that was just killer. It was so funny. And like I said,
those motherfuckers were cool as hell. They came in, they're two bros. They were, and they are amazingly creative. You even want to talk about the website that they created? Rob showed me, our producer showed me about how they did a whole, it's called blackangeltapes.net, where they built out a full-on fake lore build out of all the various mysterious objects in their films. Like, it's all written in Cyrillic, and it's awesome. Wow. They're very creative. I love those dudes.
Oh, did you see R.H. Davis gave them a rating recently too?
Yes, we work with a medium working with an exorcist that also work with the Filippo brothers. They're nuts.
Well, that's cool. So you don't have to go watch a 6-hour breakdown like you do with an Ari Aster movie. You know,
I do. Yeah, but that's what I do like, though. See,
I
feel
those
like
too, man.
Sometimes I feel like with Ari Aster, just like with David Lynch, people try too hard to break it all down.
Yeah, you don't have to. You just gotta fucking feel it sometimes.
Just be upset.
Be
confused.
Yeah, I've been slowly making my way through this Midsommar. It's like an 8-hour video that I just throw on when I'm trying to get stuff done. And I mean, this guy goes over little tiny things in the background that you're like, I guess it could look like that guy, but props to him for having the time to do that.
What's the deal with the bear? Is it just a bear?
Oh, geez. I can't cover all that. You'd have to watch an hour.
But every director
of this
that said,
video.
you know how many times they're going to be like, people do this all the time where they go through all of these philosophical breakdowns of these films and blah, blah, blah. Cut to Ari Aster and you ask him why it's a bear. He's probably like, the dog costume didn't arrive. So we had a bear costume, so we had to put him in a bear costume. Most of filmmaking is that. And then everybody else has to fight and break it all down.
Genius.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the thing with David Lynch when he's screaming about plaster of Palace? He's trying to make some prop, and they're all waiting on David Lynch, which is incredible. It's amazing. But him being like, "Where's my fucking plaster?" He's yelling at all these guys, and they have to bring him all this stuff, and he holds the whole shoot just so that he can make the prop.
That's awesome.
And it's awesome, but it's also so that's where directors are.
Yeah.
They're insane.
I can see that. You don't trust anyone to do any of the work.
I get it entirely.
I know you get it.
Yeah, great time right now for horror. There's just so much good stuff.
It's on fire.
It is.
It's
really,
nuts.
really is.
I mean, all the different trailers I saw just at Bring Her Back, I'm like, the director of Barbarian's got something coming.
Hell yeah.
Of course, Eddington, which I don't think is horror, but who knows with Ari Aster.
It's anything that he makes is difficult.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's
it's
what I like about
Jason
him.
At the very least.
Oh, yes.
I'm very excited for 28 Years Later. That's got to be amazing.
Yeah.
I got to rewatch the whole series.
It's so worth it.
Yeah,
it's so worth it. 2 is not as good as 3.
As 1. You don't know how 3's like yet.
I thought 3 was already 20.
3 is 28 years. This is the third
weeks.
one. Days, weeks, years. There's no months.
Help.
Yeah, no months.
Help. What
I am
is time?
helping.
Time's not fucking real. All right, both of you guys don't even understand. You're all slaves to the clock. Not me.
And, something that I just happened to catch on your last episode of Side Stories was you guys are, you're going to be in Salt Lake doing a Side Story show the night before the amphitheater show as
Yeah,
well.
Wise Guys at 9:30, man. You're going to see Henry and I do our fucking no-holds-barred assault on the audience.
I'm
It's
very, very
fun.
excited. Yeah. We're going to have a good time in there. Wise Guys, look, apparently it's a great club. I can't wait.
I hear great things about it. I always wanted to play it. I never had the chance. So this is going to be a good bucket list place for me.
But yeah, we're going to be doing all brand new material in there, both some prepared, a lot of it making up as we go, and we're going to really...
None of it's prepared.
Sometimes they do. You never know. Sometimes it's prepared.
Yeah.
We come up with bits.
Yeah, we come up with bits. We know what we're going to talk about, but we never write anything specifically.
And that's what's
And
amazing.
Sometimes I'll slip into my own jokes, when we start flailing, but that's always fun.
It is.
Yeah, it is a great venue. Last time I was there, I was it's been a while, but I was watching your good friend Mark Maron.
Oh, love that guy.
Yeah.
Not an asshole at all.
Fucking coward getting out of the business because
Talk
he's
about not prepared.
casting all these movies.
That motherfucker just brings his notebook up. All right, that's as prepared as us, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, but people expect something out of him. I don't think people expect anything out of us.
And that's the secret.
Does he? I don't know if he'd even still get mad at the crowd when they're not reacting properly. I saw him back in the Angry Mark days.
Oh, he's still angry. He's still angry. It's really just about depending on what they do. I feel like at this point he might have calmed down slightly.
I think he's chilled out a little bit.
I guess.
Yeah.
If he did, though, I do, and I think that makes him even more of a quitter.
Whoa!
Stay angry. That's me, man.
I was surprised to hear he was quitting, considering it seems like he's doing pretty well. But
it's
whatever.
It's hard. Podcasting.
It opens up more listeners for you guys.
Yeah.
So.
When every single
Starting
time
my new podcast called What the Suck.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be great. It's him sucking on things, and you got to figure out what the object is that he's sucking on. It's a great show. And every single time I speak to doctors, soldiers, policemen, lawyers, scientists, I'm reminded of how hard it is to be a podcaster.
It is
and
rough.
what it brings to and how much I should be celebrated, and I'm not. And I just feel like that's the biggest thing. Like there's no day for me.
No, not even your birthday. People don't even really know what it is. I just learned it, and I've known you for 25 years.
That's different. Men are different. Men don't get your birthday. Men eventually lose their birthday as well. You lose Christmas. Men lose Christmas. Eventually, that's the only reason why men even have kids is because it's the only actual day a man can have, and that's Father's Day.
Yeah.
There is no specific day. Even your birthday has to belong to someone else.
Yeah, my birthday is September 35th.
I understand how that goes.
Yes.
But, imagine, if you want to talk about getting the accolades you deserve, just imagine being a radio DJ in 2025.
I had a hard time keeping my clothes on.
I was glad you guys were going to talk to me. I was like, I promise I'm not one of those fucking guys who's going to bust out the wacky whistle or something. And,
We bust out the
I don't mind
whistle.
the wacky whistle.
We
That's
like the
fine.
wacky whistle.
Now,
Hey! Yeah, I like all those.
Sunday.
People have problems with radio or stupid.
Yeah,
They're wrong.
Also,
Well, thank you.
So do you play music radio or you talk radio?
It's music radio, but I talk more than any music radio guy I know.
Okay. Do you get to pick the songs, or does like Cumulus do it for you?
Yeah, I work for a locally owned company.
Nice.
And I'm like the music guy for the whole company, so I pick the music on like all the stations.
That's
so-
amazing.
hell
Are you guys
yeah.
looking to pick up What the Suck with Ed Larson?
Yeah.
He sucks on different objects, and then the audience votes and decides what he's sucking on, and then the next week they choose the object he can suck on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've needed some new options for ways to give away tickets. So
Oh,
yeah.
I,
What
I
the
think
Suck.
that one would be perfect.
I'll give you a hint. It's always eggs.
Take some of the game out of it, Eddie, but that's fine, Might want to save it. You might want to save that little surprise for the first episode.
But yeah, radio guys are so weird. I wish that the ones who have the ability to talk more and things would take a little page out of podcasters' books, because pretty much no matter where you go, no matter how big the market, outside of a handful of morning shows, they're all just doing today's birthdays, this day in history, the fake dating games and crap.
Oh,
and
yes.
they can't figure out why nobody's listening, you know? So I try to just take an approach more like, you know, the podcasts I listen to, and just talk and try to use different content, you know, get rid of the radio prep site so you're not doing the same stories everybody else is.
And also, to be honest, we stole our format from the original talk radio formats. We stole the idea of using a gift of gab to further content along from Howard Stern, and we stole, like, it's like all of those things. It came from radio, and then I find it interesting that people within radio, oftentimes have issues with podcasters, even though podcasting is essentially an extension of radio. We just don't have I feel bad for the poor man in Idaho that is waiting for the day that you die. That every day he wakes up hoping Victor dies today, because then he can be the music guy. You know what I mean? Like, there's a guy there. So it's like with podcasting, you can just do it. It's just also, the problem is a lot of podcasters are actually, strangely enough, not very good at talking either. So they just kind of did it. I just never shut up.
It's very convenient for me.
Yeah, I made the smartest move when I was young. It was about 2011 or something. You know, I started a podcast because I wasn't working full-time radio. I was just a part-timer, and churned out a few episodes. You know, there wasn't a lot of podcasting going on at the time.
Same.
So,
that's when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I, you know, was like on the front page of Stitcher and stuff, and, you know, I'm getting some views. And then I got a full-time radio job, so I just stopped podcasting. And here I am today, still hanging out at that radio station.
Dude, that's the dream. Technically, that no one does that anymore. That doesn't happen anymore, so that's amazing. We tried to go back to work for radio.
They won't let us.
It's just hard. We wanted to work for radio, but then no one's listening to the goddamn radio.
Yeah. Well, I think they still listen to the radio in Idaho.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
well, especially when they're in their bunkers, or when they're training, when they're Elohim City and they're training to do tech.
Yeah, you can't wind up your computer.
Yeah, when you're packing the doomsday cellar with all of your, you know, Doom's prep goods.
God, I love astronaut ice cream.
Got to have something to listen to.
Don't worry, you're going to love the apocalypse.
Yeah, and, you know, radio's kind of fun around here. I did a live broadcast at a prepper convention one time.
Awesome.
Pretty sure I met Chad Daybell there, because I remember some, you know, potato-looking guy slinging some terrible books.
Oh, yeah, buddy. That's where they're king.
I'm telling you, you got to sign up to be one of the shooters.
Dude, go get him. Honestly, what's nice about Eddie and I is that we're both shaped like Mormon husbands, but we do cunnilingus.
Yeah, that is the difference.
So we actually slide right in. People are actually, you know, they were like, whoa, who's that cool guy? Only in Utah are we the coolest guys around.
That's right, man.
You just, for some reason, got the worst imagery in my head of just, Chad Daybell, Lori Vallow, and he's just going to town.
Making a
sweet
sweet look.
There's a lot of hair.
Tell me how. Do I use my teeth? Do I use my teeth, Lori? Is there a straw? Is there a special type of bigger straw? Is there a spoon, Lori? I've only seen the word written down.
Those crazy eyes. Yeah. Can you imagine looking into Lori Daybell's eyes?
I mean, by then it's already too late, and I've already made my choice.
What was her radio DJ brother's name?
Oh shit!
It's not Alex.
Name? Was it also Chad?
No, it wasn't
like
Chad.
Chris?
It was
no, but his DJ name was like Suck Nasty or something, or Dirty Dick, or
DJ Nasty.
Was it DJ Nasty?
You guys brought that to my attention.
Yeah, Adam Cox. It was Adam Cox. His name was, I forgot what the name. He was the Morning Rave.
Bo Nasty.
Yeah, Bo Nasty.
That's what it was. It was Bo Nasty.
Wow, yeah. You know, he does look like he was back in the day. He was a bit of a lady killer.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that I had never heard that story.
So was Chad Daybell.
Brought up during the Daybell episodes that he took part in the worst radio promotion of all time that killed a mom trying to win a Nintendo for her children.
It's pretty amazing. They're all nuts. It's a place where you guys all pretend to be so sane. Like, and that's the one thing too what I love about Salt Lake City and this whole area. It's like everybody pretends that this is just has to be the sanest, nicest place in the world.
Well, it's beautiful.
And it's like, no, guys, you are all completely nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, what is happening in this town is one of the craziest things. And you have the American Vatican here. Like, when you go through the center of town, like, you haven't even seen that yet, right? You've gone through all the church, have you gone to all that? Like, when you go through that whole area, you're like, this is America. It's very interesting. I love that. I'm endlessly fascinated.
Yeah, Salt Lake is a great town. It's my favorite place to go to events. The crowds there. Like I said, if you grow up in a repressed place, you get out and you get wild.
Oh,
so,
yes. Mm-hmm. So you got to come out and see the show because it's legitimately going to be a blast.
Yeah.
If you love
I'm
the
definitely
horrible.
going to have to do, the double nighter, I think, and check the side story show.
Yes, they're going to be completely different. So.
You let us know. We'll get you in, buddy. We'll fucking hang out. I love it.
Sweet. Yeah, it'd be great to meet you guys and have a Utah beer. Go home with no buzz.
Get real. Nothing I like better than peeing. That's one of my favorite things to do.
So, the side story show at Wise Guys, Friday, July 11th. Amphitheater show for the full cast, last podcast on the left,
That's right.
July 12th. So any reason behind the name JK Ultra? Just because it's a good sounding name with the nature of the show.
It's a bit in the show. It's a bit in the show. It's explained.
Yes.
Once we get in there, so we're not going to say anything until you come to the show.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, yes, I'm a member of the CIA and the NSA. And I go to AA for fun, to laugh at them. I do a lot of different things, all right? So I want you to know that when I come out here that I am not a target to be aimed at. I'm a man to be admired.
So for you guys, I'm always trying to turn people onto the show, and I never know what first episode to recommend. Lately, it's been the Daybells, just because it's so, it's local.
And it's thick.
But what would you guys recommend to just random person, one episode? I think my first was like Jonestown or something.
People of Jonestown, I'd also say in the newer world, I love our Josef Fritzl stuff. I do love it's very advanced. It might be a lot for people. The Black Dahlia, I also think, is a very good series for you to see. What? And Survival in the Andes is also a really good new one.
But I think if you're looking for a one-off, just a one go, the Haunted Dolls episode really makes me so happy. Yeah,
that one's so fun.
Yeah,
I love that.
If you just want just one and you don't want to commit to a full series, the Haunted Dolls stuff is the best.
So easy.
So you're still going to date Annabelle before Lori Daybell, though?
The problem is that no, I still would choose I need a human woman.
Yeah.
All right.
I just feel like Lori is just not going to be. It's just not going to be you great. And I think
she might. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're allowed.
No, you know more about her than we do.
I was just going to say, you get into that preparing a people forum. I mean, she might still have some friends floating around in there.
Well, that's different. That's different. One of the other ones around the town, that's different. You can dip your toe a little bit. SLC prepper cougar.
I would love to meet some Lori Vallow friends, just out of strange curiosity.
They all look exactly the same.
Yeah.
They all look like Temu versions of Connie Britton. They all got the big hair and the weird fakies and the veneers and all the stuff. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's great.
Yeah, when that was all going down, I mean, we had security at the building. 'Cause Nate Eaton, out there stirring things up. And I'm the first one.
She came after him.
Dude, it was scary, man. And I was the first person to the building every day. So I'm driving around just looking for station wagons and vans,
Nah, fucking, what was it, Zanita? Zulema. Stupid.
Zulema.
Poor, stupid Zulema. Let's just say the foot soldiers have abandoned their posts. I think that Zulema is just going like, I don't understand. She's still just sort of like, Alex and I, we had a quick marriage. He only kissed my belly button. And then you have the other, like, it's like Zulema ain't doing shit. Melanie Gibbs is about to get scooped up.
Oh, Melanie Gibbs.
They're coming for her, and they're coming for Brandon Boudreaux's wife, too. They're coming for her as well. So the gig is running short. The time is running short for Lori's friends.
Good. Yeah, because I mean, watching those interviews with, like, Melanie Gibb, one of the most aggravating things I've ever seen.
Oh, yes.
Like, come on, lady.
Yes.
Give me a break.
Yeah,
makes
she
me
needs
so
to be
angry.
held accountable in some way.
It's one day it will happen.
Yeah.
But she
And all
certainly
those
doesn't
creeps-
feel...
All those creeps were wandering around her building, you know. Thanks, Nate. You know, come
That's
on.
so fun, though.
It was weird, man. It was crazy. So...
Are there any other good Utah killers that we should know about? Like, are there any other, like, serial killers from Utah, or are those all kept secret?
Cholesterol.
Well, there was that guy. There's a documentary about him. I can't remember his name, but he was like a master forger.
Okay.
Oh
And,
yes, I've already talked about this. He was the guy that he forged a bunch of Mormon ancient documents. Right? Was the idea? It was
Yeah.
like old Mormon documents. But then I believe
Yeah.
he got involved in a bunch of bombings.
Yeah. He blew up a number of different places, if I recall right.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Mark Hoffman.
Yeah, Mark Hoffman.
Thank you,
That's a
Rob.
really good documentary.
Yeah, that is a great one. That's a Utah criminal.
Okay, great. We'll talk about him at the Side Story show. That's for sure.
And what was his name that was on the Jazz? The big tall guy.
Oh, Carl Malone.
he was
Yeah,
always
he's
stealing
a
from the other.
bastard.
He always did bad things. But
Yeah.
he also got them buckets.
Yeah, well, everyone always said that John Stockton was the asshole, but now that time is told, it was the mailman.
It's sad.
Yeah.
And I know you guys have covered, Warren Jeffs and, that whole scene. But
Oh yeah, his little thin lips and his tiny little kisses. Yeah, we've covered.
Are there
Warren
any
Jeffs.
lips in Utah? Like, is there like enough? Like, do any like two lips equal one lip in Utah? Or are they all tiny?
Actually, I've seen some big lips. I've seen some plump lips. There's definitely some plump lips there. There has to be, right? You're in the middle of nowhere. It can't all just be thin lip, weird pioneer women and pioneer men. There needs to be something going on there. I'm certain.
Oh, man, you guys got to go to Rexburg because the pioneer women, they're all over the place in Rexburg.
Yes,
So.
and you can tell they're the ones.
The raccoon hats.
full butter.
Yeah, I see them at the grocery store here. Like it's a block from my house. You go on Saturday. That's when the whole clan comes out.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's when they're allowed.
Exactly.
They
One
can
day
do their
a week.
secular duties.
Is there
right.
anything open on Sunday? Are we gonna have trouble getting food in the morning?
Yes,
Downtown Salt Lake is very strange. Last time I was there,
it is.
I know you'll have to hit like a bar to find food.
Okay.
There's this meat bar. You walk in and it just reeks of smoked meat, and it's always packed. And they've got like brats and all kinds
What
of
is it
stuff.
called?
I'll drink
Give
some
up the
meat.
name.
It's the meat bar. That's what we call it. We're always hammered when we go there. So I
You don't know the name of the damn bar?
No, it's the meat bar.
You just
right.
said
I mean,
all this stuff about the meat. It's the only place we're going to be able to eat on
If
Sunday
you-
morning. You're not going to tell us the name of the place?
You
Henry's
got to
right.
ask them, just anybody, hey, where's the bar with the meat?
Where's-
Because there's only a handful of bars open in downtown Salt Lake past like 10 on a Saturday night. So
Unbelievable. Unfucking
I'll look
What
it
are we
up
gonna
here.
do in this
Ex's
goddamn
wife's place? The meat shack?
Let's see.
Meat
this
shack.
is-
Yeah, this is a good rating.
Yeah, we
Log
This is
Haven?
fantastic.
Is that the one? Log Haven?
Is
Or
it
is that
all-
no, that's called my
Log Haven.
my hotel room.
I can email your guy
Please.
after this. 'Cause,
Please.
I have a terrible memory. I've damaged my brain over the years.
I
and
can't
for
believe
you.
you
I can't
when you
remember.
went and told us all this stuff about the only fucking place that we could get meat.
What about
Dude,
punks?
it's
Sunday
it's
morning.
the place to go
It's
because
just-
good drinks and just meat. You walk in, it smells good.
Fuck yeah.
The Bruce Scottish pub.
I don't know. I never.
Bar W Beef.
You're just listing places.
Bar
now.
W might be it. Bar
Made in
W.
Nephi, Bar W made in Nephi, USA.
Oh no.
Raised by
Nephi.
raised by the feds.
It looks delicious,
No,
I
this is
can't
just a
believe I can't
butcher.
think
This is
of what
just
the
a
name of it
fucking
is.
butcher. This
but
is
still
horseshit.
pretty awesome.
No, but I can't take it back to the hotel room and cook out with a lighter.
Maybe.
What am I supposed to do? Set a fire in the bathroom tub?
No, you set fires in the street. You guys have
thanks,
trash can fires there, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if people in Utah, there's a lot of homeless, and they got to stay warm during the winter. I think, a barrel fire is fine. I've seen some weird stuff in Salt Lake. So.
If I was homeless, I'd be picking up that Book of Mormon. That's for front friggin' certain. I'd be over there being like tap dancing, being like, I ain't never been so Mormon. Oh, you gotta let me in there. Give me a wife. Oh, hey, clickety clack, clickety clack. Oh, yeah, I might have been into the shit, did a little bit of the crack cocaine, but now I'm very much interested in the prophet.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I think now I definitely got to come down and do both shows.
You got to come, man. It's a lot like this.
Side Stories is 9:30 p.m., just so people know. We're the late show at Wise Guys that night because there's going to be an early show. I don't know who the early show is, but we're the late show, so don't get confused.
It is Titor, the tortured dog.
Oh, Titor! Well, please stick for
They
both
hit it with a
shows.
taser. They hit it with the taser, and it barks funny.
Oh, they torture. I thought the dog was the torturer.
No, they're torturing the dog.
Oh, okay.
It's doing well despite what people are saying about it.
Yeah, so protest the first show, stick around for the second show. I hear the wings are fine. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, good. Well, damn, guys. We're going to continue giving away tickets all week.
Yeah, nice. Slap them up, get them out there. Come on, get your asses outside.
I want to
leave your home and come outside.
I want to see some white collared shirts, some ties, some shorts, maybe.
I want to meet some missionaries, and then I want to do some missionaries.
That's right, man. I want they're going to check your backpacks, Mormons, just so you know. Make sure you don't got nothing dangerous in your backpack.
Pre-soak.
Mm-hmm. Man.
That's what I'd say.
That's a nice inside this region joke.
Yeah. Pre-soaked. All right, do it at home. Don't do it later when you're tired.
Inside the region is also how you soak.
Yep.
Oh man.
God, guys.
We're coming for you guys. Fuckers.
You're the best. Thanks for taking a lot of time to chat with me today.
Of course, man. Thank you so much for having us. Come check out the show, dude.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple of weeks, Victor. I'm very excited to meet you in person and smell your goatee.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, it's nice and clean for
Can
now.
you maybe do a favor for me? Could you tell Nate Eaton about the show and see if he'd come by?
I can certainly tell him.
You want to ask him, see if he wants to come by? It's disgusting. I think he's a Mormon, right?
Who is this guy?
He is a Mormon.
He's the guy that reports on all of the Lori, Vallow, Chad Daybell.
Oh, Henry would love to meet this man.
I want to meet him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, he's the reason I had to have a cop check me in, and I had to search the parking lot for the morning show host.
And he's just all just so full of life and just all like, I mean,
he's a TV news guy. They're all like, they're just dead baby chasers. He's got, they're all kind of weird.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm a dead baby locator, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's a dead baby, Nate Eaton is there.
I find him. I serve him up. Alley-oop.
I will definitely tell him about. He's probably still down in like Arizona at Lori's trial.
It's over now. The trial's now over. I saw him go home.
You saw footage of him getting on the plane?
He said he was leaving and go home.
Oh.
Oh yeah. No, I think after that, yeah. I think him and his wife ended up in Mexico or something.
How's his wife?
She's a very nice lady.
Yeah.
I would tell him invite her to the show as well.
I'd love to meet her. I'll protect them. If they come out to the show, I'll talk with them a lot.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a nice guy, but those news guys, man, they're a little bit different.
Oh yeah,
they like horror more than us for sure.
Good, they live it. Who's going to protect him from you?
What do you mean? I'm going to I'm asking him a lot of questions. We're going to hang out. I'm going to fucking show him what coffee's like, and it's going to blow his mind. I'm going to show him just some of the. I showed him some clips from like Red Shoe Diaries or something.
Is there no coffee in Salt Lake City?
No, there is coffee.
Okay, I can get coffee.
I've had coffee.
It has caffeine in it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You just can't be Mormon.
Salt Lake's way more wild and extreme than up here.
They have 3 Dunkin' Donuts.
SLC Punk, that's what it's from.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So you got fuckers out there.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the worst I've ever been heard at a concert was Salt Lake City. Dude. Straight edger, beer bottle to the face just because I was having a smoke.
Dude, I couldn't love that city more, and I'm really very excited to be back. We're gonna mess it up. Can't wait.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking play with you fuckers.
All right, well, I'll be down there, man. I already got my tickets for the amphitheater show, but
nice.
I'll stay in touch on
Dude, please. Yeah, we'll
Wise
get you
Guy
in.
show.
Yeah, we got you on Wise Guys. We bring you and your wife, and we got you.
Bring your wife.
Or your girlfriend, whatever you call, whatever you
Bring Nate Eden's wife.
Yeah, if Nate Eden's wife could be your +1, we would really appreciate that.
I gotta see her. I gotta spend time with her.
Yeah. Nate Eden, we're not sure if he can get in or not, but his wife definitely.
Leave the guy. Bring the woman.
All right, I'll ask him. See what kind of response I get.
Yeah,
he might
show him my stuff.
I will. I'll get him the Daybell episodes. Be like, just listen to this.
Mm-hmm. I used him implicit all through the East Idaho News. I used all of that coverage. I used all of their interviews.
Nice.
And I credited them. I'd love to talk with them. I'd love to hang out with them.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, he is a super nice guy, and they are good at their coverage. He will not stop. He'll fly to Hawaii if that's what it is.
Yeah. What's his beeper number?
666.
I'll just give you the
6666.
How did you guess it? Yeah.
Bring your wife to the show. Bring your wife's friends. Bring your wife's sister. I want to meet her. I want to.
Oh man.
This is unusable content. Yeah, this is all.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, where do I put this? I know that my coworkers will fucking love it. Yeah. I got my guys on the radio end that I'll show that they'll be dying for days over the last 5 minutes.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah, you let them know to bring their wives too.
Bring your wife. Hey, you're editing this? I want to meet your wife. I want to dress her with my eyes.
All those clips I'm going to use in a new promo I'll create to help push the show.
Thank you.
And make sure to encourage everyone to bring their wives.
Yes, please. Bring your wife.
Man. And if people want tickets, just lastpodcastontheleft.com. You guys do live streams on your Patreon. You got videos on YouTube. You guys just go nonstop, man.
It's pretty crazy how much stuff we do. How are you doing the giveaway?
What I'm doing is, it's called Last Tune on the Left.
Okay.
And I got a collection of songs that would be inspired by topics like you might hear about on Last Podcast on the Left.
That's fun.
So the first one I did was Hangar 18, Megadeth.
Nice.
Sweet.
Today I did the Chapeltown Rag by Slipknot.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Which is based on the media coverage of the Yorkshire Ripper.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
I've got a pretty cool list of songs, and they get a little bit trickier as the week goes on.
Nice.
And
Excitable Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun list. So, hopefully that way the real fans of your show will, put that effort into Googling real quick and, winning the tickets.
Yeah, dude, come on out.
Are you going to be able to play Dirty Little Pollock?
I don't know.
Do you know? Have you not heard that before?
Oh, you dirty little Pollock, does your mother know you're out? With a hole in your britches and your dick is hanging out.
Second verse, same as the first.
A little bit louder and a little bit worse. Oh, you dirty little Pollock, does your mother know you're out? There's a hole in your britches and your dick is hanging out.
There's a third verse,
Oh, wow.
Is there a third verse?
Yeah,
now I kind of want to change kind of do want to change the giveaway to, what is Ed sucking? So
what's the suck?
What's the suck?
Right there, that is Senator Mitch McConnell is actually our guest here on What the Suck. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. Take it all. Take it all, you beautiful woman.
Well, damn, guys, you're the best. Like,
having so much fun.
Most of the time I do an interview, it's, with a band, and they're like 10 minutes. And, 10 minutes, you don't even get to connect with anybody. So 10-minute interviews suck. And I appreciate you talking to me this long and, getting into the flow of things. It was dream come true as a fan of your show.
Dude,
Hell yeah,
Victor, this
Victor.
has been so awesome. Thank you so much, man. We can't wait to see you, dude.
Rock
Hell
and
yeah,
roll.
dude. I'll stay in touch and I'll find out the name of the goddamn meat bar.
Please do, because the Google does not know.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not called the meat bar, but that's just what our drunk asses call it.
I want to
I
find out
love
what
it.
it is.
That's fine.
But it's good and it's fun.
I'm glad you didn't say the name because now we can just go there in peace.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you guys have a great rest of the week. I look forward to hearing the rest of the assassination of Abraham Lincoln.
Dude.
He doesn't make it. I'm sorry. I hate spoiler
Eddie.
alert.
What the
no,
living
he doesn't-
fuck?
Damn it, I just got to the part where, he's in there putting a little hole in the wall to block the door. I thought he was going to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out it rattled around in there and knocked his brains loose. Yeah.
But hey, just the very last second, weirdly enough, he was straight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And not only,
bring me some tits.
and he wasn't the only loss. That pillow was never the same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think about the pillow. Shit.
Dude, thank you so much, man.
Dude, thanks to both of you guys. You rule, and we'll see you here in about a month.
Fuck yeah,
Rock
dude.
and roll,
Let us
brother.
know when it comes out.
Absolutely,
And
for
we'll
sure.
pop it up.
Cool.
Have a
Thanks,
good one.
guys.
Peace.
Fuck yeah, Victor.
And
Fuck yeah.